Girl friendships, wow. I recommend this book for ladies of all ages. I mean, come on, friendship spans or can span, across time, across phases of life, and there's no limit to what you can learn and acquire to improve, your existing and to be relationships. I've been recently asking myself, how can I help a starving African child? You see, number two goal of the SDG stipulated 4 years ago stated that it strives towards zero hunger by 2030, and this is 2020, so they're still 10 years ahead. The World Health Organization records that 20% of the African population are currently living in hunger. They are malnourished, they are undernourished, they don't have enough food to eat. You see that, and this accounts for over 250 million people in this continent. Now, if the SDGs number two goal is zero hunger, and if this is something that we can be a part of, why not? You see that? That's why girl friendship is not only for girls to improve their relationships. It's also a platform, an avenue for you, to feed a starving African child. You see, I went online and researched, trying to find out how, you can help, poor families in Africa. And it shocked me that the number one thing I saw was pray. Pray for the children and their families. Children and families facing famine, affected by famine and the world depression currently going on. And number two, it says that I could give to an emergency feeding fund. And number three, it says that I could sponsor a child. Now this is it. To feed a child is to feed a family. No child exists outside a home. You see that? Even those who are not claimed, in the hospitals, they still bring them to a home called the Motherless Babies Home. You see that? So to purchase a book, actually, you are giving something out to eliminate, the adverse effect of the current depression in the world, in some families in the interior part, of this country, and especially this continent. Why should you feed a child? Why should you feed a family? Why should hunger that people are going through, why should it bother you? You see, kids exposed to long-term undernutrition are often stunted, leading to long-term consequences, including decreased labor productivity and income earning potential. A child that is not well fed today is not just being affected by today. Why? Because, let me talk about the leading cases or leading causes, of hunger in the world. Apart from unstable markets, lack of agricultural infrastructure, weather, climate changes, crisis, and conflicts, the leading cause, of hunger in the world is poverty. Poverty revolves in a circle. It's a circle. You see that? Poverty makes people not feed well. Now, not feeding well is not about the quantity of the food they're eating, because most of these families, they leverage only on maize and cassava kind of feeding. We're talking about the quality of the food they eat. The poor African family, the real poor African families eat at least, at most once in a day. You see that? They eat at most once in a day, and this food, we're not sure. They don't even have access to vegetables and fruits, like some of us cheaply do. You see that? Now, a child exposed to this malnourishment for a long time does not develop well psychologically and intellectually. Such a child grows up in a society and will not have any meaningful contribution to the country. Come on. How can he? How can he? You see that? Poverty goes round and round. Chances are that such children do not break free from that stuff, and they start a family. See, they start a family on that level of life, and then reproduce, and then the circle continues like that. I'm telling you what a purchase of a book can do in the circle, in reducing this circle of poverty, in terminating, the progression of this movement of stunted growth, thin. People look thinner than their ages. They weigh less than their ages. they look malnourished and starved. Yes, so an advocate for the purchase of this book is an advocate to help a family um, drenching in poverty, out of poverty. See that? But I work with children, and it used to be only a daily initiative for children, but because of posterity, we've had to, rebrand, so to speak. We've had to rebrand to a Nurtureville Family Support Initiative. We work with children, but we realize that actually it is their families that we are working with. You put a child up in school, you get to be interested in what the parent does. You get to be interested in what the parent does, and check if the child is safe when he's back from school. Because all to a child's life is not just school. In school, yeah. Child needs to come home. Child needs to come to the sanity of knowing when he's at home. We need to be sure, and that's why we do this Correct Not Cause campaign. You see, we have this Correct Not Cause campaign where we speak with parents to please kindly help the children come back to a home where they can hear words that can still develop them. You see, so that it's not a school where there is sanity and then it comes home where there's kids. So we realized that we were not only dealing with the children, we were dealing with families. Right, hence the need for the family support initiative. And a family can be fed because of you. I mean, what's it called? Elevate. A family can be, a distressed family can be fed by you because you made a purchase of this book. It's okay that you're a guy. We would recommend that you get it for your girlfriends. You have ladies around you, or you're a guy who has lots of girlfriends as friends. You see this opposite sex thingy, and which will even bring me to the book. You see, we talk there about ladies keeping guys more as their friends because of the opposite factor, opposite attraction, and all of that thinking. As beautiful as that can be, because guys they don't keep malices, they don't have emotional baggages, they are easy to talk to, they're just objective, and they just let you see things the way things should be seen, kind of thing. And as sweet as that can be, alright, it can actually be dangerous as well. There's a portion of this book that actually addresses that. Am I careful right now? All in all, I think what I did here is to encourage you to, as much as possible, keep decent ladies around you, because there's been cases of sexual abuses, sexual perversion, stemming from seemingly platonic relationship with a guy, and then before you know it, the guy goes AY. I'm not saying all guys are sheeps in wolves in sheep's clothing. That's not what I'm saying. And being close with ladies does not totally eradicate the fact of being sexually abused by ladies themselves. You see that? I mean, especially in a world where gender is getting all kinds of definitions. You see that? But you be careful. Okay, you be careful. You want to preserve the sanity of your atmosphere, of your environment. You want to be sure that the people around you are not threats. They're not threats to you psychologically, especially psychologically. You see. So yeah, guys can get the book. Okay, for their girls, sister, your mom. Yeah, I wrote about facts about friendship in this book. I wrote facts about friendship, and I love one specifically. Yeah, it says that some friends are only around for a season, but some are going to be around forever. I mean, before we started this, we were gisting about people that we had to meet along the journeys of our lives, and now that some of them are proven to be not just friends but helpers, people who hold your hand up, when the battle is going on, people who pour water in your hands when you have to wash your hands because of coronavirus. You see that? People who help you to be fine when everything does not look right. You see, some will be with you for a time, some will be with you for a season. You see that this book will let you know the kinds of friends around you, whether they are for now or whether they are for later. This decision is essential because you cannot live on assumption You cannot believe that. You cannot think in yourself, by yourself, all in your mind that, hey, this my friend is going to be here with me forever. Friends go away, you see. So to reduce the level of heartbreak and heartbreak, okay, it's better to know those that can maybe around for a while, those that will be around forever. How do you notice? Find out. Find out. Okay? Find out. I said here that there are some friends that actually friends can stick closer than blood relatives. You see that? You can find a friend in your sibling, your brother, your sister. Okay, but there are some friends who have proven to be better brothers and sisters than your biological brothers and sisters. Yeah, because they are always around you. They understand you. They just get you. You know, they just get you because children in a family, not everybody in the family behave the same way. I mean, come on, we have different makeup. Okay, there are two different children in different families, so they are not all the same. You see that? So yeah, there are some friends who just really get you more than your brother does, more than your sister does. Okay, let me just say this before I go. It is not friendship if it antagonizes everything you represent. How would you know if a friend is antagonizing everything you represent? Find out from this book. I mean, they are just pointers, things that will help you identify, right? If you've been in a toxic friendship relationship with a girl, or if you've been in a healthy, friendship relationship with a girl. Okay, I said that was going to be my last. I don't want to be tempted. Okay, there are different kinds of girl friendship. Okay, there are significant ones and insignificant ones. Okay, what makes a friendship significant? What makes one insignificant? Find out. Find out here. Have you heard of covenant friendships? Oh my goodness, do I sound spiritual? No, that's not the aim at all. Now, why do you think some girl friendships go so? Why do they fail? Why do they break? Have you had friends that have walked away? Have you walked away from a friend? Why? What happened? Okay, is that the only thing that could happen to make a friendship severe? I mean, break away? Find out. Okay, yeah, find out. And then there's this part that I really love the most in closing. It's a thankful heart part. It's like a confession and prayer session for you to say over a friendship that is hurting, a friend that is hurting, a friend that has gone away, a friend you want to win over. You see, you want to think, you want to say some prayers and confessions over your relationships. Alright, so yeah, it's a classic, and it's a classic of basically 37 pages, and it's only three chapters, and I think you'll finish this read in 1 hour. Is that too much? Okay, you finish this read in 1 hour if you really want to finish it at one sitting. I'll encourage you don't read it at once and just drop it, and I'll encourage you to take it up again. Give it to a friend to read if you have the hard copy. You see, because it contains wisdom and strategies, you see, for girl friendships that work.